says that poetry does not begin as an academic activity. And Tony says the hardest part is getting back down from your education to tell the truth. Their point is that we should relax, write. Bakers know the secret of good bread is more than just good ingredients. To allow the dough to proof. The glutens need to rest and breathe, then to be pounded down again to knock out extra wind. Tony says that poets ought to speak like cab drivers who know enough to stick to small bills. Lucille says, let the poem become what it seems to wish to want to be. I rise, stretch, elastic, and refreshed. So now I'm backing up and reading someone else's poem, and this is from Tony Piccioni. I think it was one of the last poems that he ever wrote and sent out as a Christmas greeting in December 2000. When love moves us. Let's see if you hear what he was talking about. Small change, right? Small bills. Talk like a cab driver. When love moves us, there is our delicate union, the sweet ache surrounded by longing. So being blessed is easy, staying whole is hard. And being human, we know about exile and belonging. The way is suddenly clear. We'll need heart, hands, feet, and the sacrament of whatever happens next. In his case, it was cancer. And Lucille, of course, is gone now too. Lucille Clifton, there's a girl inside. This is an untitled poem, so they use the first line. There's a girl inside. She is randy as a wolf. She will not walk away and leave these bones to an old woman. She is a green tree in a forest of kindling. She is a green girl in a used poet. She has waited, patient as a nun, for the second coming, when she can break through gray hairs into blossom. And her lovers will harvest honey and thyme, and the woods will be wild with the damn wonder of it. That's Lucille. So there wasn't anything there you had to look up, right? Hard to act natural. We're back to me now. I want to strip and run like a rabbit and drink from the stream and pee like a deer and mate in the woods, all of which would shock my mother, who would worry about chills and sprains, dirt and germs, and the S word. But there are none of my kind around anyway, just apes with pilot licenses who like to fly low. This one is just a spoof. I think I got a little squiffy one night, and I still like it. The bears are mauling tonight. They're looking for something to bite. The fear of living is heightening. The prospect of dying is frightening. They're mewling and mauling and spewing and sprawling. The bears are mauling tonight. The bears are bawling tonight. Their feast is a horrible sight, lit up by the lightning, and tense throats are tightening. They're jawing and jowling and clawing and howling. The bears are bawling tonight. This is a more recent poem, and I don't know my Greek goddesses very well, so I had chosen Circe, but now I've changed it after following the latest 4 or 5 episodes of Prince Valiant to Calypso. She was there when they crashed their ship, and Calypso, the true. She's the old love, the very first one lying here beside you, whether you want her or not, ready for you, murmuring your name, humming your song, stroking your body's favorite parts in ways she knows make you throb. Logos growls that you are a willing prisoner. Pathos cautions that leaving her means never going back. And you think, okay, well, I'll lie here a while yet and just consider things. Now you know she will never leave you, and she will always be your greatest pleasure. Spouses and lovers will come and go, but you and she are one forever. This one is called self-estimation. Would somebody give me a time when I should do one more shorty? Okay. Self-estimation.
Does the arrow knock you over?
Okay. Clink your bottle or something. Okay. This is a various attributed. I'm not sure who the first was to have said, age is mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. Mae West is one of them. Groucho Marx was another, and variously other people. In my mind, I'm no more than 25, still lithe as a puma, so that hypothetically climbing this sugar maple with a lopping saw in one hand to cut off the dead limb would be just plain easy, lazy not to do so. But it's 40 years later, brisk winds reminding me that this is not the brightest idea. I've always said I'd rather go out on skis in the Alps than under the wheels of a metro bus. At 65, I see my buses lining up, their obese tires snickering and whispering, so easy, from the greasy pavement, whereas the glistening Alps yodel, hello, last time you got altitude sickness. 3 more minutes? Okay. 3 more poems. Woohoo. Okay. Something a little more seriously, and just to cool us off because it's such a hot day, into snow. It's snowing, I say, draping words around my mother's bed, as if snow could intrude on the harsh, arrogant self-concentration she spends so extravagantly from her small purse. Each breath bargaining for more time, more time. She speaks of walking Indian trails, over snow piled high above the gutters of her childhood, of drifting home at the call, reluctant, crying that she isn't finished yet, and through the blue gauze of a January moon, she eases back to sleep, content that she's finally told that story. I don't want you to think that I'm entirely silly, so I try to read a few of my more serious poems. Superstition. Even with luck, you can only live in the world's unluckiest place for a little while at the most, before the guard dog goes blind and deaf, and the roof unshingles, and the well sours and goes dry. Asteroids fall and helicopters drop like asteroids as the wind picks up the sheep with their ears to the sky. From the field Barn boards flutter from the toothless barn, whistling eastward to a smoldering sunrise. And with luck, somewhere else's leaves dream of you with its clear streams breaking over the stone of you asleep. And the reach of frantic curtains, with the old house moaning for you, are lucky to get out with your soul. And my last one of my favorites, Lucky House. This is a true story, by the way. You just have to be there. Catch it while you can. Lucky House. Each night that the moon shines on the dirty dish of water, hand wash for the old raccoon who steals cat food off the porch, becomes a silver shimmer on the liquid shingle where my house used to be. Thank you.